welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we are finally going to be doing the video where I style the aesthetics that you guys have made up. Hey guys, hello, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. Today is a gray and gloomy day, and I figured what better way to have a fun and cheery type of day than recreating the aesthetics that you guys have made up. So this is in no way, shape, or form an original concept. If you guys have been around for a while, you would know that I'm a massive fan of Rachel Maskey, who does a lot of sewing and vintage sort of fashiony type of videos here on YouTube. Now, she did this exact video, I don't know, maybe like 6 months ago, and as soon as I saw it, I was enamored with the concept, knew I wanted to eventually at some point do it. And so I asked you guys over on the community tab to come up with your own aesthetics and the creativity. I am not going to be doing all of them today, but if you guys enjoy this video, I would be so happy to do some more aesthetics, which you guys can leave more down below. And also I will always refer back to the community tab comment as well. One of the ones that I really wanted to do, but am really struggling to figure out how to do, is Cat in the Hat core. It seems so funny, and I really wanted to try to figure it out, but I spent so long looking at pictures of Cat in the Hat and just Dr. Seuss characters, which first of all are creepy, like just putting it out there. The Grinch, creepy. Cat in the Hat, creepy. The live action versions anyway. Yeah, no. So I just don't know. I was really uninspired by just like looking at the pictures and had no idea what to do. I was like, literally I can wear red and white stripes and that is all I know. So I really was struggling with that one. So I want to sit on that a little bit longer, and maybe if we do a second episode of this, do that one, because I love the idea. I just am really struggling with even figuring out where to even start with that. But some of these other ones that I did pick are so freaking cool as well, and a lot of them are going to include some DIYs. So I figured I would take you guys along with me on the process of picking out some of these outfits, some of the DIY processes. But before we get into this video, don't forget to pause and go down below and hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, and I'll let you know when I upload new videos, which is every single Wednesday. I upload fashion related content every single week. Now, without further ado, I guess let's jump into aesthetic number one. Okay, we are starting off with perhaps the easiest one, simply because there are no DIYs for this. So this one is Botany Academia. This one was, like I said, the easiest, but also it took like a total turn from what I was initially thinking I was going to do. So I drew up like little concepts for all of them, which they're awful drawings. I just really quickly like sketched everything up. I had initially thought I was gonna do like a long collared shirt with maybe like a brown sweater vest and then like a green skirt, because I felt like there had to be a lot of green in the outfit. But when I went back and looked at the comment sort of gave some instructions, which, thank you, that was very helpful. It gave me like a better idea of what you were looking for in this aesthetic. It was like dark academia, but add floral bits and sort of greenhouse elements. So it was like, okay, yes, I want there to be green in this outfit in some way, shape, or form, but if I really wanted to feel dark academia, I probably want to stick with like browns. So I found this dress that I had in my closet that I have never worn because I have yet to hem it. I think I've had it for about a year and I just haven't hemmed it yet. I bought it and it wasn't like completely finished. It was like a handmade project that somebody had worked on and then donated. And so I was like, you know what, let me use this. It's like this really beautiful dark brown florally print. I was like, let me use this as the top. Then I can put a sweater vest over it, a collared shirt under it, and maybe I have like a pencil skirt that I just recently thrifted. So I think that's what we're gonna go for. So without further ado, I guess there's no DIYs for this, but here is Botany Academia. Okay, we have Botany Academia. So actually there was like a little bit of a project that came along with getting this look together, and that is the hair. I actually had to ask my mom if she would wrap some of this faux eucalyptus that I had left over. I make wedding plaques, like invitation plaques for friends and family when they get married. And what I ended up doing was twisting up some of that leftover eucalyptus in my hair. I had my mom do it. And then I also had some fake flowers that we like plucked in there. They're like silk flowers that are a little bit old, so they have a little bit of yellowing, which I thought worked really well for the dark academia aesthetic. Then, of course, like I said, I have on this navy blue and greenish gray plaid pencil skirt. Then I have on this brown sweater vest and this floral shirt floral dress that is working as a shirt, and then a collared shirt underneath. And I just felt like this worked so freaking well. I think it looks very much like dark academia. I do still stand by, I think that more green would have looked cool. If I had a green sweater vest, I think that would have looked immaculate, but I don't have one, so this is what we're going with. I also threw on some black socks and loafers. Yes, I'm a fan of socks and sandals and a fan of socks and loafers. I think it looks cool. And then also I threw on some handmade earrings. These are some little pothos plant earrings that I made. And then of course, like I said, the hair. I also threw on some like random rings, and this one is a vintage ring that has a daisy on it. And I thought that was like a cute little one to throw in. And this is the look. I actually think this is so freaking cute, and I would definitely wear this in real life. This outfit is adorable. Like I said, again, I think a green sweater vest would bring this over the top, but I freaking don't have one. Somehow I don't have one. That is going to be added to my thrift list. I'm definitely going to want a green sweater vest. So yeah, this is Botany Academia. Let's move on to the second one. Girl, this is not coming out. But everyone is not home. It's just me. So I need to figure out how to get this out of my hair by myself. But I do think I'm going to rip my literal hair out. It was a cute idea, not super practical. Okay, for this one, we're doing the Cottage witch core. So I was like sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. I was like, do I do like traditional witch, like all black, or do I do more of like a bohemian type of witch with like some browns and like taupey colors? And I think I just landed on, I want to go full on all black. I don't think I want to throw on a conical hat because it's not like super wearable, and I do want these to be very wearable. So let me just show you what I'm thinking. Oh my gosh. So I think I have this dress that I honestly have no idea where it's from. I found it in our garage one day and asked if I could wear it, and my dad's like, yeah, I thought it was yours. Don't know whose it is. Definitely not mine, but it looks like maybe a choir uniform. It is like a floor length dress. It is black and it is super cute. I actually did a cosplay for Kiki's Delivery Service in this dress as well. So I think I'm gonna do this right here. So maybe this is like gonna double as like a sort of Studio Ghibli core as well. And then to make it feel a bit more cottage core, I think I want to introduce a basket, which I have one over here, like a picnic basket, and also maybe a corset. I have this black corset that I used, actually another cosplay, to do Bellatrix Lestrange. And so I think that would look cute for like a witchy cottagecore sort of moment that's very stylized. And then I also have this really beautiful lacy collar that I think will look so freaking pretty over top of that. So I think those are the three main elements. And then I'll probably include like some black booties and some, probably keep the same socks on because they're black already, and maybe a black ribbon or a black bowler hat. I might just try them both out, and that I think would be witch cottagecore to a T. So without further ado, let's just jump into trying this outfit on. Okay, and hello. I'm officially the cottagecore witch, and I'm absolutely obsessed with this outfit. I've forgotten that I had a huge collection of bandanas from my softball days, and I had a black one up in there, and I figured that this probably worked the best. It was the most cohesive with the rest of the look, and since I was like really going with like a black theme, I figured just like go all in. But this does add a little bit of like lightness with the white accent details on here, so I thought that that worked perfectly. So let me walk you through what we did. Like I said, of course, the bandana. I also wanted to throw on something that was like a little bit softer since everything else is like black. And I do think that this outfit looks quite like soft and cutesy, even though it is like all dark colors. But I threw on these little butterfly earrings that I had because I thought that they were a nice way to sort of tie in that sort of oneness with nature. Then, like I said, I have on my, you know, choir dress, if you will. I don't really know. Like I said before, found it in the garage. I have on this collar here as well. I wanted to add a collar. Even though the original one that I wanted to use didn't work, I wanted to try to find a sort of collar to include. So I added this one, and I do like it, but I just like don't love this style of collar. I like how it looks. I just don't love like the actual physical design of this collar. Like, it is so short, so it slides around, and it's not really like laying properly, so not really sure what's happening there, but I'm trying to get over it. So I did go ahead and pin it down, so you might see the pins as I'm moving around. I also have on this corset that I thrifted on Poshmark, and this skirt that I got on, I think I got it at Goodwill, actually. And then, of course, barefoot to keep my feet, you know, open and free. And then I have this picnic basket here, which honestly tied it in so freaking well. And this is just from Walmart forever ago. So I just thought this was a really cute, very like gentle outfit, but I think this works. Like, if this were in any other color, it would scream cottagecore. And I think because I put it in black, it feels very like witchy. And of course, you could, if you wanted to like really lean in, add a conical hat, but I wanted this to feel like it was dark cottagecore, if you will. So yeah, this is the look. I think this is super cute. I'll throw in my wand for good measure, and now it's definitely a witch cottagecore look. I just think this is so cute. Like, I just want to be, you know, the quirky lady living in a cottage. That's all I want in life. So yeah, this is super cute. I absolutely love this, and honestly, I think that I would wear this in real life. I don't normally wear a lot of black. It's just not like something I do, but I freaking like how this looks. And honestly, I kind of like how black looks on me. Looking at myself in this mirror here, I kind of like how it looks. So I'm a big fan. I also was like on the fence about the sort of layer, the tier at the bottom here, where you can see the original dress and then the skirt over top of it. But I was thinking it kind of gives it that sort of cottagecore apron sort of look. Like how you have the apron that's just a bit shorter than the dress underneath. I thought it sort of played with that a little bit. And since this is made out of like a linen type of material, it very much felt that way. So it's like kind of like an overskirt. So I actually kind of like how it looks. I don't mind it too much. Let me know what you think though in the comments. I'd love to know. Now, let's move on to the next one, which is going to require some DIYing. Okay, so this next aesthetic is mushroom core. So let me show you the things that I was thinking would work for this outfit. Okay, so first thing is first, I made these cute little mushroom earrings a few months ago for myself. Now, I think I'll definitely wear these because they're super, super cute. Then I have this skirt I thrifted in a video a few weeks ago, and this is just a red vintage skirt. I felt like this was so perfect because I think I'm really going to lean into the red and white polka dot toadstool mushrooms. So got this red skirt here. This is like a midi length one. It is vintage and it fits really nicely. I also was thinking, I have this red beret, and I was thinking what I could do is if I have some just plain white like crafting felt, I might just sew some little spots on here to make it look like a mushroom hat. So that'll be a little DIY we do. Then I'm not sure which white shirt I want to use, but I have this one here, which I think would look really cute. Though I know I definitely want to use my mushroom collar. So I have this collar here, and I really want to include this in the outfit because it's just way too perfect not to include. So I'm not sure it'll work with that shirt. If it doesn't, I do have pretty wide range of white shirts these days. I have been wearing, I guess, just a lot of white, though I'm not really sure any of these would really work. So I'm gonna have to just like go through the white shirts, but I do think that a white shirt would look nice because it will give that sort of red and white contrast of like the mushrooms, the toadstool mushrooms. Either that, or if I maybe have like a cream color, that might look nice. And then I honestly think that's all I need for that outfit. So that's sort of like the base for that. But like I said, we do have a DIY. So let's just, I guess, I'm going to change out of this and put something comfy on. And then we can do the DIY. Okay, so it turns out I don't have any white felt. But what I do have is a pile of white beads in a variety of different sizes, a needle and thread. So I think I'm just going to like strategically sew these around the hat. I think it's gonna take a while, so I'll probably finish this video tomorrow. Oh, good. Okay, I'm gonna have to look for that needle first, but I think this is gonna take a little while, so I'll probably finish this video tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit down and sew these on and watch a movie or something while I do it. So let's, I guess, just get right into it. this hat turned out so much better than I could have ever imagined. It looks so cute. So this is the final mushroom core outfit. So let me back up and show it to you. It's so adorable. I love this outfit. It's so freaking cute. And yeah, I just feel really like sweet and just, I don't know, like adorable in it. It's very lovely. Okay, so let me walk you through the pieces for this one. So I just put on this red beret, which, like I said, I embroidered with these tiny little pearls. There's just a variety of different sizes, which I honestly think makes it look even more consistent with like mushrooms. Their like little dots are not normally all the same size. So really happy with these. I also have on these little earrings here. Then I have on my little collar here. This is from Magnus Clothing Company, and it's just my favorite company to buy detachable collars from. For the shirt, I was having a hard time figuring out what exactly I wanted to do, and I thought it might be nice to add a little bit of warmth to the outfit instead of just like a stark white. So I went with this cream sweater vest that I have, and I honestly think that this looks so nice. I like the contrast of the white collar to the tan sweater, and there are some like creamy colors in the design, so I thought that it tied in really well. Then I have on this thrifted red skirt here. This is vintage. It's got some pleats in the front. It's got elastic in the back, which is really nice. And then I just threw on some red socks and some white sneakers. And here is the mushroom core look. I really like this one a whole lot. I think this one might possibly be my favorite one so far. I also threw on some red lipstick to tie in with the rest of the outfit, but I just think it's so cute. I'm really pleased with how this little beret turned out. So yeah, this is this look. Very fun. So let's move on to the next one and see how that one goes. Okay, so for this next one, we are tackling Prairie core. So this one was the one that I knew immediately I wanted to do. So I picked up this dress on Poshmark not too long ago. It is this red sort of maroonish colored corduroy dress that literally just screams Little House on the Prairie to me. So for this one, the person who left the comment said Prairie core and then said specifically like inspired by Little House on the Prairie. And so this one just reminds me, especially when I button the collar up all the way, so much of Little House on the Prairie. So I'm for sure going to be wearing this dress. And then I was thinking this tan, like caramel sort of color apron that I picked up from a small business. I actually talked about it in last week's video, so you guys can check that out up in the card. It fits perfectly with this theme as well. Aprons were so big in Little House on the Prairie. Then I think I'm going to keep it pretty minimal. They didn't really wear like a ton of accessories or anything like that. So I'll probably just put my hair in some pigtail braids. And yeah, just wear some basic simple shoes. I'll see if I have my Oxfords laying around. They are quite broken, so I don't actually ever wear them. My new ones have not come in yet. So if I can find where I put them, if I haven't gotten rid of them yet, I'll probably throw on my Oxfords because I think that that would tie in really well with Little House on the Prairie. But aside from that, I think that's all we got. Okay, this is the Prairie core fit. So I must have gotten rid of my Oxfords, but if I had them, I would have put them on. I didn't want to put any other shoes on because honestly, it just like didn't work. So just imagine my Oxfords currently on my feet. But beside from that, I think that this is very much Little House on the Prairie inspired. That sort of long sleeve dress with the collar buttoned all the way up. Then I threw on my little apron, which is quite dirty. I did bake a cake yesterday. I made a toadstool mushroom themed cake. So there's, you know, green and yellow icing on here from icing the cake and whatnot. Ignore that. But I figured putting this little apron on over top felt very like Prairie life and felt very much similar to what they would wear on the show. And it's also made out of like a nice linen, which is a natural fiber, so that also felt quite authentic. And then I just threw my hair in little pigtails because that felt like the style a lot of them wore their hair in. So I just have it in little pigtails here. And I kept the makeup quite minimal. I tried to wipe off the lipstick as best I could. So this is a really simple one, but basically the gist of it is like the long sleeve button up collared dress that sort of, you know, comes in at like the waist and then comes out a little bit, sort of that like A shape, and then the apron, as I said. So yeah, this is this look, very simple, no like real bells and whistles, because why would you? You definitely could add like a basket to this, like a picnic basket if you wanted to. I think that would look really cute. But yeah, I feel like Little House on the Prairie is like super minimal and there's not really like a ton of accessory bits that you would put with it. So this is the look here. Now, for the final aesthetic, we have Flor della Core. See what I did there? So one of you guys recommended I do a Flor della Core / Villa aesthetic, and I absolutely love this. Prior to deciding I wanted to do this video, I had purchased all of the fabric to make myself an entire bow batten uniform. So I think what I might try to do instead is just make a skirt and then make the sort of like floaty top bit, like the little like shawl, if you will. It's sort of like a, yeah, sort of like a short cropped cape jacket type of thing that they wear that's quite floaty out of the satin material that I have. And then I'll just use a shirt I already have as like the top bit. So that is probably gonna take me the rest of the evening to make and maybe part of tomorrow. So yeah, let us head into the 6th, 5th, final, whatever the final aesthetic is. Okay, good morning. So it is day 2 of this sewing project. So I have this long strip of fabric here that just coincidentally existed. I think I'm going to use this for the waistband. I think this should be perfect. I think it's going to be pretty much exactly the right size. And then I pinned all of the pieces together last night. It took about an hour to cut all of the pieces out and pin it together. I did have to adjust the pattern because that is for a skirt to a dress that has a underbust waistline. And then also I wanted it to be a little bit more like swooshy, so I added an extra panel. So the next step now is to just go ahead and bring it over to the sewing machine and sew it together. And then after I sew the skirt together and finish that, I'm gonna see what I can do about making a cape. I've never made a cape before, so this will be interesting. I do have a cape, so I'm gonna see if I can use that to sort of figure out what the pieces need to look like, because I don't have a pattern for a cape as well. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna use a pre-existing like costume cape that I have to try to figure out what the shape of the pieces need to look like. So we'll see. Hopefully that will be pretty easy. Famous last words. This took me all day. I started sewing at around 9 or 10 a.m. and did not finish sewing until like 6 or 7 p.m. It took literally the entire day. So but yeah, so I'm just gonna head over to the sewing machine and try to finish up this skirt pretty quickly. So basically I just have to sew the pieces together, and then I need to iron on some interfacing to the waistband, sew on the waistband, sew on a zipper, and then a button and hem it. So quite a bit to do. So let's just jump right on into that. This is so pretty. Okay, so obviously I still have to put the zipper in, so it's open in the back still, and I need to put the waistband on, but this is the general idea of what the skirt is gonna look like. Honestly, Cinderella core. This is so cute. Okay guys, so many hours later, and a busted and crusted zipper in the back. The skirt is completely constructed. I do still have to hem it, but yeah, the zipper is looking not great. This is my first time using an invisible zipper, and I definitely didn't do it right, but not bad for a first attempt. I'm gonna give some grace to myself. But overall, I think that the skirt is super cute. Now I just have to hem it, and I still have to make the shawl. So we'll get to that at some point. Okay, so this is what I came up with for the Flor della Core / Villa Core type of outfit. I don't know. I don't think I'm like super convinced. I think it is a cute concept. I like the pieces I made individually. They're obviously not perfect, but I think, I don't know, I feel like the top is what's throwing me off. I really couldn't think of another shirt to put on because I didn't have like another blue top that didn't feel like it was competing with this color. So I don't know. not like totally convinced, but I do think that the skirt is super cute, very staticky, but I think it's very cute. I think that the little capelet is also very cute. I think it looks lovely from the back. But yeah, I don't know. So the idea was to mix sort of like Fleur de core with cottage core. So I threw on this headband. I did want to make like a little like head bandana, but then I was thinking there's already a lot of draping material, so maybe I do something a bit more stagnant. So I made just a regular headband out of the satin material, and I actually think it looks really, really nice. I kept the accessories pretty minimal. I didn't want to do any like anything crazy, so I literally just kept it to the headband. I definitely could have thrown on a pair of earrings. I just didn't think about it. And then I, of course, added my little picnic basket here. I liked this one because it's got like a nice blue pattern on it, and this blue shade is very similar to the color of my top, so I thought that it tied the top in really well. And yeah, and then of course, like I said, the capelet and the skirt, which I made. And I think it's a pretty cute outfit, but I just don't know. Something about it doesn't feel right, and I think it's just the top underneath. Maybe if I had something that was like a floral print or a gingham that would match this or complement it really well, I think it would feel more cottagecore like. But what I do know is I have the beginnings of a Halloween costume if I wanted it. This is very costuming material. This is like from the kids costume section in Joann's. So this is probably not something I wear, you know, in regular everyday life. It's for sure like a costumey piece, but I think it's really cute. And, you know, if nothing else, it was really good sewing practice. So yeah, this is the final take. I still think it's a really cute outfit. Like I said, I think it's just not quite what I was hoping it would turn out to be. So just like slight bit of disappointment. But yeah, overall, I think this is a nice little fun cottagey take on a Fleur de core outfit. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. Which one was your favorite aesthetic? I would love to know. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of work, but also a whole lot of fun. It did take me quite a few hours to make up this skirt for the Fleur de core outfit and the little capelet, which I am so freaking happy with how it turned out. Yeah, it was nice to just be able to sit down and do some sewing. I haven't really had the time to do that, so I was happy to sit down and create something and just make some fun pieces. So happy to do that. But let me know which of these outfits was your favorite. Which aesthetic do you think I did the best at styling? And also tell me what aesthetics you want to see me style in the future. Made up by you, of course. Again, shout out to Rachel Maskey for coming up with this concept. I will leave her video linked down below. I absolutely recommend you check out the one that she did where she styled her subscribers' aesthetics, and also her most recent video where she styled outfits based on aesthetics that were determined by an aesthetic generator, if that makes sense. Both are really, really good. Honestly, just check out her whole channel. It's just insanely aesthetic and beautiful and informative and entertaining all at the same time. I've learned a whole lot about sewing from watching her channel. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe down below. It's totally free, and I'll let you know when I upload new videos, which is every single Wednesday. I upload fashion-related content every single week, whether it be thrifting with me, thrift hauls, aesthetic videos. I do a ton of aesthetic videos, sewing videos, styling videos, whatever it may be. It's pretty much, if it's fashion related, I got you covered. I even do some fashion related commentary videos from time to time. So subscribe to the channel if you're interested in anything regarding fashion and the occasional lifestyle bits and bobs. So yeah, and that's all I have for you guys. So don't forget, it costs absolutely nothing to be kind. So be kind to yourself and others, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, freedom. Freedom. Oh my gosh, thank God I got that out. Okay, moving on.